You think you're a good man. You play fair, keep your head down, try to be decent, and yet you're invisible. People walk over you, they talk over you, they use you, they betray you, and you still wonder why you feel powerless. Here's the truth. The world doesn't care about your goodness. It only respects your power. And until you stop asking for approval and start becoming untouchable, you will always lose. This is not a motivational video. This is a warning. Because once you see what I'm about to show you, there's no going back. You've been told power is evil. You've been told that wanting control makes you corrupt, that ambition makes you arrogant, that strength somehow makes you dangerous. That's not an accident. They told you that because they don't want you to have it. They told you that because a weak man is easier to control. You, right now, have been raised to play small. You've been trained to believe that humility means submission, that goodness means compliance, that morality means staying quiet even when the world steps on your neck. And you wonder why you feel powerless. You wonder why you can't seem to get ahead, why you feel like life is happening to you instead of because of you. It's because you've been stripped of the one thing that could have made you untouchable, the will to seize power. Listen to me, this is not going to be comfortable. This is not motivational wallpaper for your Instagram feed. This is not another video telling you to just believe in yourself. This is a message that will ruin the version of you that still thinks life is fair. I am about to take a hammer to everything you've been taught about how the world works. And by the end, you will either be furious at me, or you will wake up and never look at the world the same way again. Here is the first truth. No one has the courage to tell you. Power is not given. It is taken. Every throne in history was seized, never gifted. Every empire was built by someone who decided that waiting for permission was beneath them. And you, yes, you are still waiting for someone to come along and tell you it's your turn. You wait for your boss to notice you. Wait for society to reward you. Wait for life to get easier. You wait because that is what you've been trained to do. But Machiavelli would laugh at you. He would tell you that power is a hunt, not a lottery. If you do not take it, someone else will. And when they do, they will use it to control you. You think you're a good person because you play fair. That's not goodness, that's weakness, disguised as virtue. You hold back, you stay quiet, you refuse to fight for what you want. And then you tell yourself you're being noble. But deep down, you know the truth. You are not noble. You are afraid. Afraid of being disliked. Afraid of being judged. Afraid of being seen as ruthless. And because of that fear, you settle for crumbs while ruthless men feast on everything you could have had. Let me ask you something. How many times have you swallowed your words when you knew you were right? How many times have you let someone else take credit for your work because you didn't want to make a scene? How many times have you stayed quiet when you should have spoken up, or stayed put when you should have moved? Every time you did that, you handed over a piece of your power, you gave it away. And you told yourself you were being the bigger person, when really, you were shrinking. Stop lying to yourself. The world does not reward silence. The world does not reward goodness. The world rewards leverage. The world rewards strategy. The world rewards the man who understands that morality is a luxury of the powerful. You don't get to be pure until you are strong enough to enforce your purity. You don't get to be good until you are powerful enough to make goodness matter. And right now, you are not there. Machiavelli understood something most men will never accept. That power is not about being liked. It's about being feared just enough that no one dares to cross you. Not fear like a cartoon villain, but the kind of quiet fear that makes people think twice before disrespecting you. Right now, too many people in your life don't think twice before disrespecting you, and you allow it. You joke it off, you rationalize it, you forgive too quickly, and you think that makes you strong. It doesn't. It makes you invisible. You want respect? Then you have to become dangerous. Not violent, not reckless. Dangerous. The kind of man people know cannot be pushed around. The kind of man who enforces consequences when someone crosses the line. The kind of man who does not need to scream or flex, because everyone can feel it in the air. This is someone who cannot be manipulated. But that man is not built by accident. You don't stumble into power. You carve it out of the world with deliberate force. You stop living like a servant. You stop begging for permission. You stop waiting for the right time. You start taking space. You start saying no. You start making moves that scare you because they make other people uncomfortable. You stop apologizing for wanting more than survival. Right now, someone controls you, your boss, your parents, your partner, the algorithm on your phone. Someone has leverage over you, and if you do nothing, they will keep it forever. Power is not neutral. If you don't hold it, someone else does, and they will use it to decide what you do, how you live, who you become. You can pretend, that's fine, but you will feel it in your chest every time you betray yourself to stay comfortable. You have to decide, right here, right now, that you are done living like a pawn. Pawns wait to be moved. Pawns wait to be chosen. Pawns exist to serve someone else's plan, but you are not a pawn unless you choose to stay one. You are one decision away from becoming the man who flips the board entirely. But here's the price. You will not be liked. People will resent you when you stop obeying. They will gossip about you when you stop being predictable. They will try to pull you back into the box where they can control you. You must be ready to let them talk. You must be ready to be misunderstood, to be labeled selfish, arrogant, intimidating, and you must be ready to be feared. That's right, feared. Because fear is not your enemy. Fear is leverage. Fear is respect wrapped in caution. When people fear disappointing you, fear wasting your time, fear disrespecting you, that's when you have power. And if that makes you uncomfortable, good. That discomfort is the last bit of weakness leaving your body. You've been lied to about what power really is. They told you it was corrupt. They told you it would change you, and they were right. It will change you. It will strip away every soft part of you that made you easy to control. It will harden you into someone who cannot be bent by guilt, who cannot be played by flattery, who cannot be broken by rejection. It will make you a threat to every system designed to keep you small. You are not supposed to know this. You are not supposed to know that the most dangerous man in the room is not the loudest, not the strongest, but the one who is most willing to act when everyone else hesitates. You are not supposed to know that ruthlessness, properly directed, is not evil, it is survival. You are not supposed to know that morality without power is just a cage someone built to keep you tame. So here is your choice. You can click away from this right now and go back to the life where you keep your head down, where you wait for someone else to grant you permission to rise. Or you can stay right here and decide that today is the day you stop being owned. Decide that today is the day you will stop living as prey and start becoming the hunter. Decide that today is the day you will no longer apologize for wanting to rule yourself. And when you do, when you make that choice and refuse to go back, something terrifying will happen. The world will start to shift. People will treat you differently. opportunities will start appearing. You will start to notice the subtle ways people try to control each other, and you will stop playing along. You will stop giving your time to people who waste it. You will stop giving your energy to things that drain it. You will start moving like someone who knows where he is going, and people will either get out of your way or try to stop you. And when they try to stop you, you will smile, because now you understand what Machiavelli understood, that resistance is proof you are on the right path, that the man who is never opposed is not a threat to anyone, that the man who is never feared is never truly free. The rest of the world is terrified of men like that. That's why they tell you to stay nice. That's why they tell you to stay humble. That's why they tell you to be satisfied with what you have. Because the moment you stop obeying those rules, you become unpredictable. And an unpredictable man cannot be controlled. So what are you going to do? Will you keep playing their game, smiling while you are stepped on, convincing yourself you are a good person? Or will you burn the script they handed you and write your own? Will you keep handing over your power, piece by piece? Or will you take it back, all of it, and become the man no one dares to ignore? Good, you stayed. That means you're done being harmless. That means you're ready to see how deep this goes. But be warned, from here, there's no going back. Once you see the truth about power, you won't be able to unsee it. You won't be able to sit quietly in the same rooms you used to sit in, pretending you don't notice the game being played around you. You'll see the strings, you'll see the lies. You'll see the people who act like they care about you, but only care about keeping you predictable. And you will never look at them the same way again. Here's the first move. You must kill the version of you that needs to be understood. That version of you is the easiest one to control. As long as you need to explain yourself, as long as you need to justify your choices, you are giving everyone else the illusion that they get a vote. They don't. They never did. Stop explaining. Stop defending. Stop thinking the world will ever clap for you for choosing yourself. They won't. They will resent you for it. And that's exactly how you know you're on the right track. From now on, your silence becomes your sharpest weapon. You no longer tell people what you're doing next. You no longer warn them before you move. You let them wonder. You let them guess. You let them build stories about what you might be thinking, and you use their fear against them. Predictability is the enemy of power. If they can predict you, they can control you. So you break the pattern. You show up late when they expect you early. You disappear when they expect you to fight. You fight when they expect you to disappear. Your absence should hurt them. Your presence should make them nervous. The second move. You must learn to deliver consequences without emotion. Stop yelling. Stop over-explaining why you're upset. When someone crosses the line, you make them feel it. Clean, cold, final. Don't slam doors. Don't lose control. You simply remove something they value. Access, time, opportunities. You become the man they regret underestimating, because the price of disrespect becomes too high to afford. And you don't do this every time. You do it rarely, unpredictably, just enough that everyone stays on edge, wondering if today will be the day they pay the price. This is how you train the people around you. This is how you condition them to respect you without you saying a word. Stop trying to convince people to treat you right. Teach them, show them, through your actions, that there is a cost to crossing you. Most men never get here because they're too busy begging for respect instead of commanding it. Stop begging. The third move. Build, leverage, quietly, patiently, strategically. You think power is about shouting louder than everyone else. Wrong. Power is about having the one thing no one else can ignore. The information, the skill, the network, the resource, the presence that forces people to play by your rules. If you have no leverage, you are not powerful. You are just loud. And loud men get silenced. This is where most of you will fail, because leverage takes time to build. It takes discipline. It takes being invisible long enough to stack your pieces until you can flip the board in one move. But if you can endure that, if you can stay quiet and keep building while everyone else wastes their energy trying to be seen, then one day you will be the man they all have to come to for permission. And here's the part that will scare you. When that day comes, you must be willing to use it. Do not hesitate. Do not second-guess yourself. The moment you hesitate, they will smell weakness and take it all back. You strike, quietly, efficiently, without warning. You make a move that reminds everyone that you are not to be tested. That's how power is kept. Fourth move. Sculpt your persona into something untouchable. People don't follow reality, they follow perception. So you give them something to believe in. You become calm when they panic, silent when they scream, composed when they attack. You give them nothing to grab onto. No emotional outbursts, no desperate explanations, no unnecessary words. You are polite but detached, present but unreadable, generous but impossible to manipulate. Every word you say lands heavy because you don't waste them. Do you understand what that does to people? It drives them mad. They can't figure you out, they can't predict you, they can't control you. And because they can't control you, they start to respect you. They start to fear losing your approval. They start to rehearse their words before they speak to you. That is when you've crossed the line from man to presence. That is when you stop being just another player in the game and become the game itself. And finally, the hardest move of all, cut the chain of emotion. As long as you are ruled by your feelings, you are predictable. As long as you react out of anger, pride, guilt, or love, someone else can pull your strings. They can bait you, they can trap you, they can break you. You must bury that part of yourself, not kill it, master it. You must feel everything and act on nothing until the moment is right. You must be willing to let them insult you, betray you, underestimate you, and sit in silence until you are ready to strike. This is where men are forged into something else. This is where you stop being human to them and become something colder, sharper, impossible to move. They will say you've changed. They will say you've become heartless. Good, they should think that, because that means you are no longer playing their game. You have stepped outside of it. And here's the real secret Machiavelli understood. The game never ends. You don't just get power once and then relax. The moment you relax, the moment you start craving their approval again, the moment you start explaining yourself again, you lose it. The throne is always under attack. That's why most men rise only to fall back down. They conquer and then they go soft. They win and then they want to be loved again. That's the final trap. You must resist it. You must stay untouchable even when it's tempting to step back into the crowd. From here forward, you live by one rule. You do not step down. You do not shrink. You do not explain. You do not let them think they can reach you. You exist on a level they can see but never touch. When they speak your name, they should do it carefully. When they think of you, they should feel tension in their chest. When they see you, they should remember the last time they crossed you and hesitate. And when you get here, when you've built the leverage, sculpted the persona, mastered the silence, and detached from emotion, there is only one question left. What will you do with it? Will you bend the world quietly until it shapes itself to your will? Or will you waste this new power trying to win back the approval of the people who never respected you in the first place? You are not supposed to know any of this. You are not supposed to become this. But now you do. And now you have a choice. Step forward and become a presence no one can ignore. Or stay small and spend the rest of your life wondering what would have happened if you had the courage to take control. Stop pretending you don't feel it. Stop pretending you aren't meant for more. Stop pretending you aren't furious at the version of you that let life push him around. Kill him, bury him, and rise from his grave with cold eyes and a steady hand. You have work to do, and if you're ready, really ready, then prove it. Stop just watching, stop nodding along. Move differently tomorrow. Cut off the people who drain you. Say no to the things that waste your time. Set a consequence where there was none. Start stacking leverage in silence. Start becoming the man they can't predict, the man they can't manipulate, the man they have to prepare for before he even enters the room. When they ask what happened to you, smile and say nothing. Let them talk, let them speculate, let them fear being wrong, and never ever step back down to explain yourself. You are not supposed to be understood anymore. You are supposed to be inevitable.